Greetings everybody, my name is Captain Comedy. I'm Captain of the Comedy Parts. Here with today's video, I'll talk about ADHD. Now I have ADHD, I've been diagnosed with it since I was a little kid. Now remember, I'm not a professional, I'm just speaking of what I feel about myself and how I function and how I work. Now, if this video helps you, that's great. If it helps you understand, that's great. If it helps you understand that somebody has ADHD but you don't, but you understand more or less how this works after you watch this video, then it works. But if this helps you in any way, then yeah, I think I did a good job explaining. But I have ADHD, being diagnosed with it since a kid, and because of that, I have more struggles than anybody else. I can't do easy stuff, but I can do extremely difficult stuff. So, what's one thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, so you can't get rid of it, you're born with it, or you can be diagnosed with it later on in the future. I had this since I was literally 4 years old. I didn't move as a kid. I didn't cry. I didn't do anything. I didn't play. I did later on in life as I got older, but if, most kids would cry, waddle around, do whatever they do. Me, I would just sat there in a corner, wouldn't move. My parents would have gone to the store. Came back 5 hours later. I wouldn't have moved. I just didn't cry or do much as a kid. Now, I don't know if you part of it or not. I think it is, because they're like, okay, that kid is too good to be true. It's not crying, it's not fussing, it's not screaming, it's not doing anything wrong. It's not even playing. I think something's wrong in its brain. We should check him out. I don't know if that happened, but more or less I'm assuming. Like I said, I have ADHD. You can't get rid of it, but you can help it out with medication. But I don't want to take medication because that means the voice in my head will disappear and I'll be mentally stable. Because, well, when you have ADHD, you have another you in your head, another voice. Think of it like a parasite, like Eddie and Venom, or anime such as Ichigo and White. Now, when it comes to Venom, they work perfectly-ish. Now, when it comes to Eddie and Venom, they are attached to each other as a symbiote. It's a parasite. You can't get rid of it. You need each other to survive now, and it works at times, but sometimes it's not. For example, they work, they help each other, they fight villains and stuff, they help each other survive. Eddie gives him a body to use to live on, and Venom heals him for anything. But that's not always the case. They will usually fight. For example, I feel like, once I get good at drawing, which I'm trying, I'm going to draw this, where Eddie's like, alright, I don't know what to get, let's go get some Chinese food. And Venom's like, no. What would Venom get? I don't know. He'd probably say something simple like, no, I don't want Chinese food. I want nuggets. I want chicken, or I want something. And Eddie's like, no, we're not getting that. I don't got a budget. And I feel like Venom would literally transform just the legs and force him to walk like a robot. Eddie's looking extremely stupid. And Eddie's just grabbing on for anything, saying, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And Venom's like, I don't care. I want chicken nuggets. I'm going to get chicken nuggets. And Eddie's like, fine. Stop making me look stupid in front of all these people. People think I'm crazy. Nah, you deserve that. We're going to do this until we get nuggets. I feel like that's what he would do. But, I wasn't going to talk about that. But see, with ADHD, you sidetrack. You talk about everything but the situation. With Ichigo and White. There you go. And with Ichigo and White, they're connected. They're one. You can't get rid of him technically, and they live together now. They're in the same body, same mind. They both look alike. It's just that they don't agree with each other. They fight constantly. Ichigo's trying to do his job as a Soul Reaper. But White's like, no, let me take over. I'll show you what it means to kill somebody. But Ichigo's like, no, I don't want to kill nobody. No, it's good. You sure? It's fun. That's what White would say. No, it's fine. It's fun. Don't worry about it. Just let me take control. Don't worry about a thing. But your clothes are probably going to all bloody, so you probably have to wash them later. But other than that, don't worry about nothing. I'll kill everybody. That's basically how it works. They're frenemies, I guess you could say. But with ADHD, that's kind of the case where you have another you in your head. That's how I think of it. I have another me that talks. Because I talk to him like, really? That's me doubting myself or questioning myself. Because let's say I went to the store, I lock my car, then I leave. I'm like, did I just lock my car? I'm like, I just did it. I heard the noise. I tested the door handle. I'm walking 2 steps. I'm like, all right, did I lock the car door? I'm going to check again. That's what it's like. And I completely forgot what was going before. See, I can't talk because it's not going to work. No, we're talking about that. So I write notes, but I got too lazy to write the full note. Then I got that on my phone, but I wrote that 2 months ago. I'm trying to remember what I wrote. Well, it doesn't go away. It doesn't help. You're always struggling. You can't do basic tasks. You can do stuff that's harder, but not easy. Like, I'm becoming an author. I want to become an author. My girlfriend's becoming one. I'm like, all right, I'll do it too. Why not? It's a couples thing I can do. Yeah, I don't think becoming an author is a couples thing. Like, oh, yeah, I'll help you out with your studies so I can. Like, I'll do the best I can do. Like, I'll buy a book and help you study. No, I'm becoming an author. I bought like 10 books. I bought notebooks. I bought everything I need to do. I'm studying at home. I can do that, but I can't even do a simple YouTube video. How does that work? I don't know. If I want to do something such as, oh, I gotta buy something for my cosplay, it's like $10 on Amazon, I'll buy it. No, I'm gonna buy it like a week before the deadline, and it's not gonna arrive until 20 days after the deadline, you know, like 20 weeks or something like that. I don't know. That's just how I am. I order something last minute. When it comes to bills and stuff like that, I have to give myself a reminder because it's not easy. Because I'm always gonna forget. I'm like, oh, I have a subscription for Crunchyroll, Netflix, Hulu, you name it. Now I have a lot of subscriptions, and this is an idea that can help you all. So please hear me out. I use gift cards to pay off my subscriptions instead of my credit cards. Hear me out. Now, with a credit card, you could have an automatic pay system, but I always forget to pay it off sometimes. And I get a notification that it's like, hey, it's automatically paid. I'm like, really? I have a subscription? Since when? I thought a premium and no ads was free. Like, I always forget. No. I have an Android, so I have a Google Play Store. Now, what is it? What I recommend doing is, well, it works for me, but it doesn't work. So, hear me out. I have a gift card. Let's say I have Crunchyroll Premium, the basic $7.99. I got Hulu for $7.99, basic with ads. Let's say I'll Show and Jump, Unlimited Manga, $2.99. Let's say that's like $15, right? No, $16. Let's just say $20, right? $20 a month. Let's just say. And I gotta pay subscriptions monthly. Now, what I do is I buy gift cards. Now, I would put it on my phone, because that's how it works. I pay subscriptions on my phone, and then I can put it on my computer, my tablet, my Chromebook, you name it. Now, I'd say I put $100. That's like 5 months. So that means I don't got to pay anything for 5 months. All this is technically free. My subscriptions for all my anime and shows are free. But I got to pay it again in 5 months. That means I have to buy another $50 gift card or another $100 gift card, just in case. And then I got to worry about it for like 5 months. So it works because you don't have to pay any subscriptions. You don't have to have any reminders because it's automatically getting paid for. You prepaid it in advance. So technically it was free, and I don't have to like cancel subscription, pay it off again, and then resubscribe to that subscription. So it works and it doesn't work because once that amount is ended, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot I have to pay for 2 subscriptions. Now I have to cancel all of them. Then I have to go to the store, get another gift card, and then I gotta pay it off like another 5 months, and then I'm done. Because with credit cards, I'm always gonna forget about that. So I think this is easier for me, and maybe this is easier for some of y'all. It makes sense to me, but doesn't make sense to others. That's another thing. It never makes sense. It makes sense to me that I'm doing this. Why do people just pay with a credit card? Have a reminder on your phone. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I have a reminder. I try to remind myself to make this video 2 months ago, and look where I am now, making it now. So it works for me and it doesn't. So if this method helped you out with subscriptions, then it did. If it didn't, then it didn't. Let's see. I don't know. I can do everything else but that. Like, that makes sense to me. It's easier to me. And I can do harder stuff. Like, I could literally... I want to build a pirate ship. That's my goal in life, to make a pirate ship. Some people have owned the Batmobile. I'm going to own a pirate ship. I want to make it from scratch. But I live in a desert, so that's impossible. But I can do it. But I can't do something simple such as doing a video, writing, focusing on my studies. Like, I can't even read a chapter. I don't know what it is with us on ADHD. I can read, but I don't want to read. I don't know why. Like, people will say, oh, why are you just reading manga? Like, I read a lot of manga. And I'm like, well, it gives me dopamine. Like, I like it. I know it's something I like, so I'm gonna read it. Versus, I have to study a book. I don't want to study it. I never read it before. I don't know what's about. And it's boring, so I'm just not gonna read it. And they just say excuses, lazy, but no, it doesn't really work like that. And people are like, oh, why do you only have this type of thing and not anything else? You should expand to different things. I'm like, okay, well, I'm comfortable with this. I know this method. I know this material. This is what works for me. So I'm going to stick to this. Let's see. So it's kind of like a video game where it's a buff and a curse combined. And the game doesn't know what it is. So it's kind of like a bug instead of a buff or a curse. It's like a bug in a game. It's like a glitch. It's like, okay, we're going to give you tons of power-ups. But then again, we're going to give you tons of debuffs. And you're constantly going to be rotating with each other and switching. Like, 1 minute, this is a buff. And the next minute, that's a debuff. I don't know how it works. It just works and doesn't work. And this game is so old that there are ways to fix the bugs, like with medication, therapy, and all that. But the bugs never really went away. Like, you could have this many bugs, and then after all that help, you probably will still have this many bugs, and that bugs are never really going to get fixed. They can get solved-ish, but they won't get solved. Like with my forgetfulness when it comes to subscriptions, it works, but not really. I technically have free subscriptions because I paid them off in advance, but once that runs out, I'm going to have to cancel them all again because I know it's going to happen, but I don't prepare myself for that to happen, so I have to cancel them again. Then resubscribe and pay off with $60 gift card. But it works better than forgetting and having to have a bad credit score and just a bad credit score and being late and paying more fees. So would I pay more fees or will I have to cancel and resubscribe every 5 months or 6 months? They're not good, but this one has a better option even though they're both debuffs or negatives or curses or whatever you want to pronounce it. In my mind, it makes better sense if it was a video game. Why? I don't know. It just makes sense. Anything else I'm going to say? Adhd? No. Can't say. I don't know. It's. I don't know. I function with ADHD. It's a pro and a con. I get to do a lot of hyper focus. Like the other day, I was doing my chapter 1. I said, okay. I can be writing the second chapter because I've been stuck in chapter 1 for like, who knows, like 5 months. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to type chapter 1 onto my Chromebook. That's a start, right? I'm moving forward. Not really. You're still in the same place. You're just avoiding the task by doing the same task or avoiding the task by doing a similar or a different task. It's not even related to this task. Why does this make sense? I don't know. It just does. It doesn't, but it does. Why do I function like this? I don't know. So I decided I'm going to copy chapter 1 into the book. But I never finished chapter 1. I just don't end the ending. So I did a Chromebook. Oh, it's much easier to write down. My hand doesn't hurt. And then what do you know? I finished a chapter. So by doing something that wasn't supposed to help me, ended up helping me-ish. So I finished a chapter. I made the ending. Now I'm on to chapter 2. But, I don't know. Writing could take me like 10 years before I finish this book. But that's something I want to do. It's like on my bucket list. So, yeah. Okay, anything else I'm going to remember at the last minute so I can end this video? And nope. My mind's blank. I don't know. I just don't know. Anything in my room to remind me? Another thing is that you have the worst memory possible. I can stare in space in public for like 7 minutes and be like, what are you doing? I'm thinking of what I forgot, and I'm questioning why did I forget what I was forgetting, and why did I forget of what forgetting, what did I do? Like, it doesn't make sense, but I remember forgetting something. Why did I forget it? Like, I'm not even trying to remember what I forgot. I'm trying to remember what made me forget of me forgetting. And then I'm going to remember what I forgot. Give me a second. I'm going to remember 3 months later. How does that work? I don't know. You just remember 3 months later. It doesn't make sense. And then I'm going to, okay, I got to stop everything. I got to make the note. And I did. See, I didn't remember to do these jokes and help and advice until I decided to go through all my notes. That's why I recommend having Notepad, Google Notes on your phone. Lots of sticky notes. They help a lot. Sticky notes. Whatever you want, as long as it helps you. So when it comes to subscriptions, pay in advance, like I explained, sticky notes, notepads, apps. I don't know about medication-wise. I never took any. I did therapy when I was younger. I just never did any medication, so I can't say anything about that. But if you want the voice in your head to be gone, sure, why not? But for me, I like having my ADHD voice. It helps me out, and then it does it. But hey, at least I have a friend with me 24/7 that will never go away. But yeah, that's basically the lifestyle and stuff when it comes to ADHD. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for future videos when it comes to comedy, gaming, and much more. And I really do hope this video helps you with ADHD, understand ADHD. If your friend has ADHD or somebody you know has ADHD and you don't have ADHD, but you want to understand, hey, what is this? What is ADHD? Basically, me and how I move, talk, explain, basically my whole personality is what's either going on in their head or what they do when you're not around, in a way. But like I said, if anything about this video with ADHD helps or anything at all, I'm glad I could be of assistance. So like I said, thank you for watching today's video, everyone, and have a good day, everyone.